Good. Alright, hey everybody, Cohen here. This is internal Wing Chun based in Tacoma Park, just outside of DC. This is my student Paul. Paul is a very strong ex-military. How many push-ups do you do?
100.
Lots. He does lots and lots of push-ups. I can feel it. Like he's a very strong guy. He's just joined with us, right? And did you believe in internal skill before?
No.
Right? He was calling me up and he was saying, Wing Chun, I'm not sure. Like, I trained with this guy before, and it was like too slow, right?
I remember that.
So the idea, so he came and we trained, and you watched for the first bit, and you didn't think it was real.
Oh yeah, you remember that?
I remember. He didn't think it was real, right? But now we've been training for a little while, and now he does believe it's real. Okay? So the question really, right, is whether does internal skill work, and what is internal skill based on? How does internal skill work, right? Or internal power. And the best way that I can describe it, right, when you're doing Chi Sao, is that, excuse me, the best way I can describe it is that I'm just using his tension against him. If I'm balanced and relaxed and released, right, then what happens is I can unbalance him, and I can I can disconnect him from the floor using release and relax and internal connection, right? So one of them would be for him to grab my wrist, right? And for him he can control me, right? If I tense up like this, if he pushes me and I push him, right? He's just a lot stronger than me, right? So I push and he pushes. I'm going to try hard, right? He's too strong. There's too many push-ups, right? So instead, if I release and relax and he pushes in, I can start to control his body like that. And he's going to try to not jump around, right? Try not to jump around. There. This is internal skill, right? Where I'm not using any effort to move him around, like that. So when you're doing Chi Sao, the Chi Sao is based off of his tension. So here, I can move him around using his own tension. So it would seem like I'm very strong, and I hit real hard,
right?
But I'm not particularly strong, and I don't. If you're measuring my punch on like a machine that measures punching, you don't feel that much. But if I take your balance and I strike you at the same time, you feel it in your feet, right?
Yes, I do.
You feel that?
Yes, I do.
And I don't need that much wine. How do you develop it? So a lot of it's developed by doing a lot of these drills very slowly, right? So when you're feeling like we can play push out, we can push each other around, he uses strength, I'm trying to find something, right, but he's too strong, so if I start to connect internally, keep pushing, if I start to connect internally, I can start to keep going, now he can't find anything here, and I can move him at will, right? So you see me going from broken everything there like this, right, he pushes me around, this is strength versus strength, so this is obviously not good, he's stronger than I am, to connection versus there, and he's leaning, I can put him down, and move him around at will. And if we add striking into the mix, even worse, right? Like that. You can feel, right?
Yes.
So I just use his tension against it. So it appears from the outside that he's like, he might be faking it, right? He might be like jumping around and doing all that stuff.
But it's not faking.
It's not faking. Right? But I'm using his tension against it. And I'm trying to relax and connect down as much as I can. Make sense?
Makes a lot of sense.
Makes
a lot of sense.
Right. And all the training you do, the Sin Tao, the punch training, like form training, partner drills, everything is designed in good Wing Chun to develop this connection. This shoulder connection, this elbow connection, the sinking into the dantian, right? This is very much we hear it more in Tai Chi, but it's relevant to Wing Chun too. Sinking down, and I want to find his centre of equilibrium. I want to disguise mine and find his. Right? And I can only do that if I'm more relaxed than he is. Okay. Thanks everybody.
Thank you.
Okay.